agents. Let's dive into chapter 2. And what we're going to be talking about right now is how to actually set up your pages and no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on, let's go back. Let's try this again. Try that one there. All right, there we go. So we are going to try to, well, we're not going to try. I'm going to actually walk you through how to set up a page and create your lead ads and your lead ad forms. So let's just dive right into this. So first thing you're going to do is obviously you're going to log into your personal Facebook feed. If you don't have that set up yet, go ahead and get that done. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you'll find this link right here called Pages. So you're going to click on Pages. Now, the thing with Facebook lead ads and Facebook pages is it's all very visual. So the biggest thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that when we're making a page that it stands alone, if that makes sense. So I'm going to walk you through how this works, but you want to think image is everything on Facebook. Think of this like an Instagram feed, like where you want one picture to tell 1,000 words. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. I'll explain that as we go through this, but look at these guys here. So we got pictures, good-looking people everywhere in the real estate world. You all know that. So let's do this. Let's create a page. This is the first thing we have to do. So you'll want to have, let me go back here for a second. Okay, so this is your personal feed, right? So this is where you're going to put in all of your family information, what you do, you know, and your updates about your personal life, those kinds of things. So we need to go to our home page and we've got to create a page. We have to create, oh, my son's in a relationship with a girlfriend. Okay, well, good for him. All right, so we're going to go to our pages here and we're going to go to create page. This is your business page. So this is different than your Facebook profile. In your Facebook profile, you're going to want to put things like, hey, I just helped this buyer close on a new home. Every time you have a closing, if you've got a personal listing, throw those things up there. What that's really doing is you're really drawing from your sphere of influence, the people that you know. This is something completely different. This is our marketing approach. So what we're going to do is go through here and we're going to go to business or brand, get started. And I'm going to create another one for us here. So the best thing to do, I always recommend an unbranded approach. So in an unbranded approach, you're not going to put your name, but what you're going to do is you're going to choose a regional connection with what you're selling. So for us, it's always been Utah, new construction, quick move-ins. In the PDF that I attached to this, we did Northern Utah, new construction, quick move-ins. So let's do this. Let's start. We're going to call this, let's call it Wasatch. And I'm going to spell it right this time because last time I didn't, and that was kind of stupid. Wasatch Front, new construction, quick move ins. Now, why am I always saying quick move ins? So what this is a spec home, basically. So if your builder doesn't have spec homes, it's still okay to use the quick move ins tag. The reason for that is that try to get them in as quick as possible. Quick is a relative term, right? So nobody wants to go into building and think about, oh, it's going to be a really long process. So quick move-ins is a great name for it. Category, well, what category should we choose? Let's do real estate. Real estate service is perfect, okay? So you're going to fill in all of your information here. I'm going to quickly do this. This is me. You can see how easy this is to do this. Don't stalk me. This is my home. I'm going to put my phone number in here because I will show you why in a second. We want people to contact us. Gotcha. You can do this. I mean, you can check this or not check this. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to check this because I've got 6 other pages through this house address. So let's continue. Now we're creating a page. Facebook's creating a page for us. Add a profile picture. Okay, so we are in the business of selling new construction homes, right? So what I've found is you've got 2 options here. One that works really, really good is to have a home that's in construction. So that, I mean, that picture's worth 1,000 words, right? That tells your prospect exactly what we're looking for and exactly what we do. So here's a perfect one right here that we've used in the past. And I'm going to use this again. This is a half-built new construction home, which goes perfectly with our quick move-in theme. So there's the cover photo, and the photo that we just uploaded can be the same thing. The cover photo is going to be a little bit larger. It's going to stretch across the whole entire page up at the top. I'm just going to go ahead, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to use the same picture, and that doesn't hurt to do that. With pictures that you choose, make sure they're colorful, make sure they're descriptive, make sure that they stand for what your service is. That's the biggest thing. So here we are, Wasatch Front, new construction quick move-ins. So here's another thing that pops up here. I'm not going to do this right now, but I highly, highly suggest that you obviously do this and invite everybody to like your page that that you're friends with. 1,500 is really where we want to get to with these pages. If you've got 1,500 Facebook friends, invite them all. But once you reach 1,500 on page likes, that's kind of like the critical mass that we want to get to. So our cover photo, I don't know why that didn't repopulate, but let's just do this. Let's do another one. Let's do this guy right here. That'll work. Yep, that works. Awesome. Let's choose him. Hey, there we are. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? This is us. This is a new construction, quick move-ins. This is what we're selling. This is what people want. So send message. Let's take a look at this real quick. I like this send message because people will be able to come onto your page and send you messages immediately when you're when you're associating your ad with the page. And we get that a lot. So the other thing that you need to do with this, if you're going to do this, you want to, let's take a look here. I want people to contact me. So we edit this. We want people to contact it. So contact us is awesome, right? So we want to do that. And what they'll do is they'll connect this. You don't want to do the website link. I don't like that. Where's my other option? Send people to your website. I don't want that. Let's go back here. Oh, that's right. Send a message. Okay, send a message. So this will use through Facebook Messenger. So you definitely want to go to your app store on your iPhone or your Android and download Facebook Messenger and select that you want to receive notifications. So the quicker that you respond back to these messages, when somebody comes on your page and hits send a message, the quicker they do that, what you'll get is you'll get a little badge up here. It'll say, these guys quickly respond to messages. Their average is 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever that is. So it makes people, it gives them that trust and that feeling that they can go ahead and send you a message and it's not going to be ignored. So there we added our button. So now the next thing we need to do here is let's run an ad through our new page. What do you say? Now, before we do that, let's do this. So what we want to talk about doing is adding content to our page so that when somebody comes to our page, it doesn't look like it was just set up yesterday. So there's two ways to do this. Create content, which is really easy. So let's do this. Let's say, okay, so you're a new construction agent. So you've got, 10, 15 homes or 10, 15 communities that you're selling homes in. So let's do this. I'm going to grab a photo of one of the houses that's being built. So let's grab this guy here and let's just say, here's one of them that was being built. I'm just going to use this one here and we're going to create an ad. So this is a new house and we're going to say new construction. Holy Lord, sorry. New construction home available in your town, your city, wherever that is. So you just enter that in. Priced to move. All for more info. Call Chris for more info. And I'll put my number in here. And boom. Okay, I don't want to add a sticker. We're going to go down here and we're going to publish. Okay, so what we're doing is we're adding content. What we want to do is we want to make this look like it's somebody that really cares about what they're doing. And that's a nice looking house, isn't it? The other thing that we want to do, which is really, really important here, is to make this look like a real estate service. Okay, so this is very important. So what you're going to do is this is called curating content. You're going to go through and type in, go into a different browser, real estate news in your town, wherever it is. I'm in Utah, so I'm going to hit Utah. Real estate news headlines, real estate news Utah. So fine, okay, cool. I saw this last time. This is awesome. Want a better view of Utah's hot housing market? Try a military grade flyover. Cool. Doesn't that look cool? All right, awesome. So that's something to share. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here. You're gonna copy that, come back here, and let's create another post and just paste it in there. It'll auto-populate it. Simple way to curate content and make you want this to appear as if you're a service that's providing information, because that's what our ads are going to do, is provide information. Does that make sense? I can't see you, but I hope that it does. So I want you to do this. This is your homework. You're to go through here and you're to find 5 or 6 articles that you can upload to this that are relevant to the real estate situation in your area. Fair enough? Sweet. Now, let's talk about running an ad. So what we're going to do is go back to home here. And you're going to come down here to this thing called an ads manager. I really wish he'd put his tongue in his mouth when he takes pictures. Dork. So this is the dashboard to your ads manager. Come on, internet. So you'll see all the different campaigns that I've run, all the leads, cost per result that I'm doing. Yeah, that one, $10. That's a chiropractic ad. Isn't that weird? The new construction one, I've got a $4 one. I've got a $7 one. Cost per leads on these ones are really good. And this just shows default, shows, this month only. We can go back to, lifetime. I always like to go back and see what I've done throughout the years. You see these ones right here. First time buyers workshop, $295 per lead, $296 per lead. I mean, we really get a good cost per lead when we're advertising for real estate. Yeah, multi-generated. I mean, we had some seriously good. I mean, look at this one right here. I mean, look at that. Would you like to do that? 457 leads, $4 a lead. It's pretty good stuff. So anyway, we're gonna walk through going to making your own ad here. So let's create a new ad. Simple. Push that button up in the top left-hand corner. Campaign. Choose our objective. Guys, lead generation is where it's at. We're going to lead generation right there. Okay. So we're going to rename our campaign to match our new page. We're going to say Wasatch Front QMIs, which is short for quick move-ins. We're going to continue right there. Here we go. Let's start taking a look at this. One of the biggest things that I always screwed up on when I first started doing this is not naming my ads soon enough. I would just come in here and do the same thing. I don't know why it doesn't auto-populate it over. I think it's because there's so many different categories inside of the ads manager. But let's just do our Wasatch Front QMIs. So there we go. We're going to name it, make sure we don't lose it later, because when you're running 20 or 30 ads like I've done, you want to keep track of these, okay? So here's the last one I set up that I spelled wrong, but didn't matter. We got a lead within 10 minutes, and you can see if you print out the PDF, it's really cool. So let's choose the one we just set up. Let's go find it, okay? There it is, Wasatch Front New Construction. Here we are. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this. Lead ad terms before you create an ad. Okay, so you got to go view the terms. I agree to the terms. I'm not going to take this information that I get and sell it to third parties, anything like that, okay? So custom audiences, this is where you can actually upload like an email list of people that you have or people that have responded to your ads in the past, and Facebook will actually find them by their email address on Facebook and show them these ads. It's a really cool feature that you can look into in the future. But for this point, let's just set us an audience that we're gonna create a new audience. So we're going to start with the location, and you can just go ahead. And what I'm going to do, I'm in Ogden, Utah right now, so I'm going to type in Ogden, Utah. I'm going to go right there. Now, if your builder is really, statewide, or my wife worked for Ivory Homes, and they're from St. George, Utah, all the way up to Box Elder County, which is just huge. So you can expand this as far as you want to, but you're going to want to keep it to an area that you can service, right? Because you don't want to be generating all the leads for your entire company and sending them to other people. You want to make sure that you're able to service these leads. So I'm just going to say 25 miles. That's a pretty good radius that we've done in the past. With new construction, you want to try to be a little bit higher age bracket, and I'm probably sure you don't need me to tell you that. A little more affluent, a little more discerning. You don't get a lot of first-time home buyers. You might, but you know, the majority of them are a little bit older, a little bit better off financially. With the gender, just choose women. Don't argue with me on this one. They're more responsive. They make all the financial decisions. You all know this. Choose women. Go with that. Detailed targeting is awesome. So what we're going to do in here, what I want you to do is I want you to type real estate. There it is. Now, once we hit this, this opens up a whole bunch of suggestions. So you want to go in through here and hit this suggestion. The suggestions, look at this right here. How much money do these fools spend advertising? So this is why we cannot compete with them on Google. We can't search engine optimization. We can't spend enough money. They spend millions of dollars. We can't compete with them. But guess what we can do? We can get all of their people who have expressed interest or are on Zillow that are also on Facebook just by selecting them here. How cool is that? So I want to find Zillow, I want to find Trulia, I want to find Realtor.com, Homes.com, all of these things. Relocation, is that a great one to know? People who have expressed interest in having to move? Absolutely, great, right? So go through here, make this as broad as you want to or as narrow as you want to, but for our purposes, we've got 58,000 people. That's pretty good potential reach. Connections, I always like to just do everybody, anybody and everybody. You know, I would just leave it as it is. If you sort of save this audience, this will be, we'll just call this, we don't have to call it my name, we'll call it new construction, I don't know, 25 miles around O-Town. And we'll save that if we want to use that in the future. So moving on, okay. Moving on, cool. Now let's go to budget. Let's talk about budget for a second here. Automatic placements, Facebook knows what they're doing. Don't worry about, you're not smarter than Facebook. They'll put it on Facebook, they'll put it on Instagram. They know what they're doing. Trust them, use them. All right, so talk to me, let's talk a second about budget. You would think that a $20 budget would be great to use. First and foremost, I want you to start off affordable. I want you to start off something that you can afford. Does that make sense? The reason for this is I've tried to do them $20 a day. I've tried to do them $50 a day. My sweet spot and your sweet spot is going to be $5. And do you know why that is? Because look how specific we're getting in our targeting, right? So we're at 58,000 people total. So we don't want to expose these 58,000 people. You know, we're not looking for 5 million people. We're not looking for 100,000 people. We're looking for people with very specific interests, right? So if you expose the same group of people, so what they're going to do is Facebook, the more money you spend, the more they're going to run this ad. You want this to look as organic as possible, like it's information being presented to the people, not just an ad. If I'm a guy and I see the same ad, if you ever watch the TV program and you see the same ad on every commercial, how annoying is that? It sucks, right? You want this to be over time. You want to see it once a day, maybe twice a day. And that way it looks like it's information that just keeps reappearing in your news feed. So $5 a day is a great budget to start off with. And you can mess around with this. You can spend more money if you want to. But I'm just telling you, I've been able to pull at least 1 to 2 every single day on this ad that I'm going to show you how to create on $5. The return on investment on that is just crazy. I mean, there's no other service on earth where you can spend $5 a day and get any kind of results at all. Go to your newspaper and say, hey, I want to spend $35 a week on advertising. I want to run this ad and I want it to be $35. You get laughed out of the building, right? So you want to run your ads starting continuously. Let them go ahead and do lowest cost. Leave these as they are. And now let's move on. Delivery type, impression, all these things you want to just leave as they are. Let's make an ad. I like to always go with a single image. We got that set. That's awesome. Don't need to mess around with this. If you have an Instagram account you connect, go ahead and connect it. Single image always works awesome for me, has in the past. That's what I recommend. I don't recommend the carousel or the video or a slideshow. So stick with this. And and let's just use the same stinking ad. Now, the reason behind this is we want to just go ahead and use that guy right there. The reason behind this is you want everything to be as uniform flow as possible. You want it to look the same, you want it to feel the same. So when somebody clicks on your ad and they go to your page, it's got the same ad on it, it's got the same pictures, it's got the same feel, right? In the old days of Facebook, when they used to click on an ad, it used to send you outside of Facebook to a website. And if that website looked really different than Facebook or the ad that they clicked on, a lot of people wouldn't even go. They'd go right back to Facebook. The awesome thing about lead ads is that it keeps you inside of Facebook. And all of this information that's being auto-populated into your lead ad, your lead form that we're going to set up here in a minute, Facebook already has. It already has it on record, and it's ready to go, which is amazing. So let's go through this, and you've got these ads in your ad campaigns at the back, at the last of our program here. Sorry, I'm getting a little brain fog. So what you're going to do, just go through. I'm going to copy this, copy it, and then I'm going to go back and paste it in here in this top right there. So our headline is free exclusive list of new construction homes available for quick move-ins. Free list includes addresses, pictures, and price. Click below for hot list. Okay. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just use this language. It works. It works great. Now, the reason that you bought this is because you trust me and you know that I've got the good results with this. Don't reinvent the wheel. This is a system. Just use the wording that we use and you'll do great, okay? If you change it, that's on you. Headline, we're going to go ahead and use, here we go, click here. We'll go put this back in here. Here's our headline. New construction homes available for quick move-in. Now we're going to use the exact same text right here and there. And look how it auto-populates this ad. Look how cool this looks. I mean, you guys, dude, we've done this in like 10 minutes. Look at you. You guys are awesome. Okay, call to action is sign up or learn more. Because sign up is kind of like, hey, what am I signing up for? Learn more is great. Hey, I would like to learn more about this information that you're offering me, right? So we're learning, and it's information. Facebook Pixel, this is an advanced marketing strategy, and what it does is it basically tracks people that have come to your page, where they go throughout the internet, so that you can upload them and use some of those audiences that, like we looked at before. So don't worry about that right now. You're going to do fine without it. Now, we've got our ad. Click here, new construction homes. Learn more, free exclusive list of new construction homes. This display link is optional. If you've got a website that you want to send people to, you can put that in there. Now, I would caution you on this one. Don't put your company's website if you're in a big corporate thing, because you're running this ad, you're spending the $5 a day. Someone's going to click on that website and they're going to go to your corporate website. And I don't know how they, distribute the leads that come in off the internet, but this is your money and this is your advertising. So don't let your corporate people, think that they're getting leads when they're not. We want to keep these people right here. We want to hang on to these lead ads, and we want to be really, really selfish with these. So if you've got a website that you use that does lead contact or lead capture, you can go ahead and use that, but I wouldn't go ahead and send them to your corporate site at all. Now, here's the cool part, lead form. We're going to set up a lead form, which is going to auto-populate all this person's information in and send it straight to you. So we're going to create a form. Click new form. Here's our untitled form. And again, remember to name these forms, because I always forgot this in the past and it was a pain in the butt to try to figure out which ones you're linking these to when you start to set up your third parties that send them directly to you. Okay, so this is a new thing that Facebook has just come out with. More volume or higher intent. The difference between these two is the higher intent, watch this, adds a review screen. It basically just says, hey, do you really want to send this information to these guys? I like using this. I don't like wasting my time with people that aren't interested in what we have to offer. So you can do either one you want. I mean, if you want to do more, you want to get more leads, this is a higher quality lead. This is just more leads. So it's up to you. Intro, I always love doing an intro too. Headline, what are we going to do? We're going to the paragraph. Okay, so we want to set this paragraph up using the same text that we've been using. Okay, so quick move in new construction on the worst homes. Okay, and sometimes you leave little typos like that, and people don't even they love it. I mean, they don't. It almost performs better if you have little typos and garbage in it. It's crazy. Moving on to the questions section, you just come down here and click on questions. So standard questions here. Now, let's talk about this for a second. You can ask these people as many questions as you want. You can ask them how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what your budget is, et cetera, et cetera. I've found through my past couple of years of doing this is that if you ask them all this information and then you call and you ask them questions to try to start a conversation, it doesn't do well. They're like, why did I gave you this information online. Why are you asking me the same questions? So the questions that we recommend that you ask, obviously these two, email and full name, you'll want those, and then you'll just want a phone number. That's it. It's that simple. And you're going to call them or text them immediately. Look at all these things they let you ask for, right? And most of these things, I mean, I've done these custom questions before, income, credit score, all these other things. Facebook doesn't like you asking too much. But if we can get a lead that's interested in a new construction home in our area, and we know they fit that criteria because they're the only ones that are seeing this ad, these leads are money. Let's work these ones and let's ask these questions. Privacy policy can be kind of sticky. So they want you to provide a link to your company's privacy policy. Your link will appear with Facebook's default privacy. So if you do have a corporation that you're working for, that's a good time to use this. So in this one, I know, come here and you write privacy policy here and the link URL. So I'm just going to use my wife's address because we've used this in the past. This is her, and we've got a privacy policy on there because it's through our host is GetResponse, and they've got a policy. They've got a privacy policy disclaimer on all of their landing pages. So if you want to go ahead and use Jenny's, go ahead. I don't care. That'll work for us. I mean, that's no problem. You're not going to share that information with people that don't need it. If you don't have that, you can always come down here and add a custom disclaimer, which basically says something like, we never share your, geez, man, I can't type today, sorry, info with any third party, which is awesome, which works. Terms and conditions. What do you think? We good? Perfect. Consent checkbox. Nah, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Now, review screen. Here we go. Review your info. This gives them their chance to say, okay, yep, I want to do this. So nothing to do there. Thank you screen. There we are. Thanks, you're all set. Your information has been set to Wasatch Front. New construction quick move-ins. Tap below to visit Wasatch Front. New construction quick move-ins. Button type, I don't like that. Okay, let me show you why. I mean, I've already explained why. If they go to your website, and if it's a corporate website, you're not going to get that lead. Call me. Okay, put my number in here. I want you to call me. Now, 90% of these people are never going to call you. But what this does is accomplishes a couple of things. First off, it lets them know that you're actually a person. Second off, when they start to see phone numbers from this, or phone calls from this number right here, they're going to associate in their mind with somebody that they can trust and somebody that they can know. So do something like call for info. Perfect. We're going to save it. If it's good, we're going to hit finish. If there's any issues, it's going to show up as red over here. We're going to have to fix it. Thank you, screen. Ah, that was not bad, though. Thanks, you're all set. Someone from Wasatch QMIs will Oops. We'll be in touch soon. Off that. Boom. There it is. So there it is. There's our lead ad. This is what's going to be sent to you. There it is. Now we're going to go ahead and confirm. Now you're going to get a message that says your ad is being reviewed. Now let's talk about this really quick. Connecting to a CRM is something that you're going to want to do, and we're going to deal with that in the next chapter. The one that I use is called LeadsBridge, and what that's going to do is it's going to take those ads that you get immediately and send them right over to you. Because if you don't, here's what we've got to do. Here's what you have to do to download leads if you don't have a third party. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go to Ads Manager. So we're just waiting. This has been confirmed. We're waiting for this. This is in review. It's going to show up right there. I'm going to come in here and I want to show you something real quick. Where's my misspelled? Okay, I'm going to go to lifetime. Well, it's this month. I want to find my Northern Utah that was spelled wrong. Where you at? At any rate, the last time I did this for, oh, here it is, new construction. Oh my God, it's active. Shoot. All right, so I've got 9 leads in here. I didn't mean to be running this. This is the one that I created when I did the PDF last week. I've got 9 leads already off of it. Let's turn that off. That's just that easy to turn something off. But let's just take a look at what it did here. So people like new construction homes. I didn't even know this thing was on, and Facebook turned it on. Here we are. Wait. New construction. Look at this. So we've got 9 leads. I haven't downloaded any of them. I need to download those and send them over to my wife. So let me show you how to do this real quick. So you go to leads. Go to ads. So this will be good. We go to leads, click on leads right there. And now what you're going to be able to do is download these leads in an Excel spreadsheet format. This has been on, it was off, and it was on for 2 days, and this is, man, holy cow. So here we are. So this is how you get these, this is how you get these leads if you don't have them connected to a third party. And look at what I did. I've absolutely forgot to log into this. But look at it, we got 9 leads. We got 9 leads in the last couple of days. So I'm gonna go ahead and send these over to my wife. She's gonna be mad at me. But this is the kind of thing that happens when you don't have these connected to a third party. I'm gonna show you how to do that from here on in. But that was a quick, dirty way to show you how to do an ad. So print out the PDF that I have attached to this, and this will walk you through page by page, step by step. If you have any questions, shoot me over a text, shoot me over an email. It's drchrisbone1@gmail.com, and I'll help you walk you through it. Now, if this is just too much for you and you don't want to do this, remember, I do offer a premium service where I can just do this all for you and send these leads directly right to you. So the next thing we're going to go over is how to set up your third party and how to follow up with these leads now that we're starting to generate them. Thank you guys so much for your time, and we'll talk again real soon.